The air in Metro Manila these days isn't just thick with smog. It's heavy with the side eye of 114 million people trapped in the world's longest-running political cockfight. Every headline about the Sara Duterte impeachment is another round in except this time the roosters wear suits and everyone's betting with rice they can't afford. Let's call Act 1 the Carry-On Kings. First up, the Kampon ng Kasamaan, that's the Hontiveros Pimentel crew. They're pitching impeachment like it's the second coming, all moral urgency and constitutional high ground. But listen closely, for every sermon about public trust, you'll hear the clatter of skeletons doing the cha-cha in their closets. Their love of the Constitution, that's folded until the moment's right to stab the other guy. On the flip side, the Kampon ng Kadilaman, that's the Duterte-Marcos alliance. They're suddenly obsessed with due process. Senator Bato tried to chuck the whole case out the window, while Malacanang pretends to be Switzerland, publicly neutral, privately wheeling and dealing. This isn't justice, it's a bar fight where everyone's already too drunk to remember who threw the first punch. Act 2, the Dove Delusion. Enter the so-called third force. Think Hontiveros as Joan of Arc, armed with hashtags. She talks of justice but stands ankle-deep in Lahar, the toxic sludge of decades of elite rule. Her progressive reforms? Just band-aids slapped on a country bleeding out. If you look past the Dove Act, you'll spot the talons. This lesser evil pitch? It's a rebrand, not a revolution. A vulture in Dove's clothing is still just hungry. Meanwhile, the real disaster is hiding in plain sight. While everyone's glued to this impeachment circus, confidential funds are vanishing, foreign loans are stacking up like uncollected debts, and the price of rice is a punchline that lands like a gut punch. The masses? Permanent evacuees in their own homeland, watching the same vultures bicker over their future. Here's the punchline. Only the vultures win. Duterte's side gets to play the martyr, the opposition racks up retweets, and the third force polishes its moral halo. And Juan de la Cruz? He gets a front row seat to his own funeral, ticket priced at P600 per kilo of rice. Final thought, Kilusang Pinatubo isn't waiting for a new messiah. The mountain remembers its fire. When it blows, no amount of barong, dove feathers, or lesser evil charms will save those who mistook the people's silence for surrender. The only thing rotting faster than Philippine democracy? The story that its butchers will ever become its saviors.